I think there are a couple of things. One is kind of authenticity, and I know that word is overused, but being human and engaging with your team in a way that they trust you, and part of that I think is delivering yourself and not just managing people, but diving in to projects and real work and not just asking other people to do it, to really get engaged and create things on your own and help and sort of setting an example that way. At the same time, you dig in and help them make their deliverables better. The other thing that I think is the hallmark of being a good leader, and I came up with this paradigm for my team, and they probably are so irritated with it, but I love 2x2s. I love any kind of cheesy business framework, but this one I thought, I kept having people come to me on my team and say, prioritize everything on my plate. I don't know what to work on. I have too much. And the reality is, especially in something as fast moving as technology, there's always going to be more to do than you have time to do it. There's always going to be less money than you want to do it. And so for me, I think one of the hallmarks of a good leader and just being a good employee is the ability to make good decisions. And I think part of that is at the intersection of, this is my 2x2, ambitious on one axis and achievable on the other. And I actually kind of work to plot my own things on kind of what ends up in those quadrants. I think things that are in sort of this achievable bucket on this side are things you should probably be doing every day and just sort of checking to make sure that you're doing them. And then there are these things that really kind of push you beyond what you're doing now. They're kind of new things that you're going to set a chart a course around and bring other people along. And then there's a bunch of things that maybe you'd want to do, like you want to run a marathon. I want to be a good singer. I wish I could play. I wish I could draw. I will never. I want to move back to Oklahoma. Those things are never going to happen, so just let those go. That probably sounds too high level, but I really do think people struggle with that. And I think that if you can kind of come up as a leader with a paradigm for helping people make decisions and kind of spend their time judiciously, and then once they anchor on those things, really drive to something that they can show up and be proud of. You know, I think a lot of times when you get spread too thin, you feel like they start to feel like they haven't done anything, and other people start to feel like that too. So I think to kind of get laser focused on a few things that you know in the end is gonna make a difference in the organization and make a lot of other people better.